Okay, Shalom. This is the brother Yahweh from the member of YSO Yahweh Shah Sanctified Ones. I want to foremost and start off by giving all honors and praises and glories to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah Bahashim, Crocodiles. Okay, double honors to the apostles of GMS Great Millstone, the brothers out there that are willing to keep teaching the brothers their brothers around the four corners of the earth. Okay, salute towards your brothers. And today's video lesson is going to be about the spirit of death will occur on this earth, right? Because for those that got social media, and for those, that have social media, there's been a lot of death occurring, right? There's been a lot of death occurring, right, with rappers, with celebrities dying. Hey, and to be real, that's actually the Lord killing off these niggas, right? These wicked ass niggas, right? Because Hebrews said it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord, right? So death is occurring, right? So the Lord is letting death do his thing on this earth, right? And this is Revelation chapter 6 verse 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, right? Now hold on. Okay, now this is what a pale horse looks like. Well, similar to, right, which is death. Okay, like that, right? Now this is Revelations chapter 6 verse 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. Okay, so death has occurred on this earth, right? And this is Second Edges 15. This is Second Edges 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee, right? Right, and that's talking about the people that are false, right? That are out there teaching false. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, right? For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, right? And now, who is the unfaithfulness? These 2/3, right? These celebrities, right? All these niggas in this world that don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, right? So during 2019, Yahweh Shema Shai brought the plagues upon the world, right? And the plagues is what? COVID-19, right? The sword, famine, death, and destruction, right? And destruction is the nuclear missiles, okay? For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Okay, now let's jump down to, hold on, let me go to it. Verse 16, 7, 15. Where is it at? Verse 6. Yeah, this is this is Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 18. The beginning of sorrows. No, Shalakia. Verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. Okay, now this is verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, right? Wars, right? The Ukrainian war and Russia war, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Okay, I'm trying to find this one scripture that talks about the hunger. No, it's actually 15. Second Edges 15 and 57. All right, this is Second Edges 15 and 57. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. Right? So in that day of trouble, children are going to be hungry, right? Because you're not because in that day you won't be able to buy stuff with cash, right? You have to use the MOTB, right? Going to Revelations real quick. Revelations 13 and 16, where it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, right? So in that day of trouble, death is going to be occurring throughout this whole entire earth, right? Right. There's going to be killings, left and right. What's that real scripture? 8,000 shall fall. 8,000 shall fall on my right side. Psalms 91 and verse 7, right? And this is Psalms. This is Psalms 91 verse 7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right side, but it shall not come nigh thee, right? So death is going to be occurring, right? Death is going to be dropping a lot of people on this earth, okay? Right, and this is Malachi chapter 4 verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all that proud, yet and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. In the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So in that day of destruction, Yahweh Shemashah is going to come back on this earth and light it up, right? Nukes and missiles are going to be hitting America, okay? Because America has not been touched, right? Sit down in the dust, O daughter of Babylon. Daughter Babylon. Jeremiah 50, 51. Let me see. This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and 1. Thus said the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me a destroying wind, and will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. So everyone will be against America, right? And that's talking about the nations, right? Like China, Russia, Ukraine, everyone is going to go against America. Even Great Britain, right? Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. And against him that lifteth himself up in his Bringadine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her host, right? Destroy ye utterly all her army, right? All her men, okay? This is verse 7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed, right? So in that day, Babylon will fall to the ground, okay? But I hope this video was edifying enough. Brothers out there, keep teaching, keep preaching no matter what, and do not give up on yourselves. And with that, shalom.